to Ocala Talks as we wrap up the Thursday show. Intern Natalie's in the building. She just told me, I mean, you're a week late, but I guess you're going to see Top Gun. You're a week
I
late.
am.
You're a week late.
Well, you know, I was on vacation. I couldn't go see it. I had a
Why
full
couldn't
schedule.
you?
I had a full schedule, man.
Yeah, look.
Lots of family to see.
Schedule be damned.
Yeah, well, I couldn't go see it, but as soon as I got back, I'm like, I'm going.
Man,
I can't wait.
There's a big old cargo plane coming
Yeah.
towards us.
4 prop, man. Good Lord.
Big old plane. Yeah, so it's a fantastic movie.
I'm
I
excited.
won't tell you anything about it. I won't tell you. Won't ruin it.
Don't ruin anything, but
But it's you will see the house again. The same. They used the same house in the movie.
oh yeah,
There is a vintage plane in the movie. A Mustang P-51 Mustang is in the movie.
okay,
Tom Cruise actually owns that plane.
that doesn't surprise me.
The one they use in the movie, Tom Cruise actually owns that plane.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Pretty good, pretty cool looking plane too.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And remember, all the flying scenes are reality. They're not CGI.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I'm
They're
excited.
all reality. They're not CGI.
I'm going IMAX.
Although I have a
all the
buddy
way.
of mine who was a fighter pilot,
Yeah,
and he went and saw it, right away.
of course.
And he said he was cringing
Cringing. Why?
during the fight scenes because you'll hear him say a lot of release the flares, and it's diversion measures during the dogfight and stuff. He said the missiles they're using in the movie that are blown up hit the flares instead of the planes. Flares wouldn't do that. So it's not realistic. He said that part isn't realistic. But he says he understands why they had to do it that way for the excitement of the movie and all. He
Right.
said, but that would never be that would never be effective in real life.
Gotcha.
But for movie purposes. And so he said that, but that was the only fault he could find. And, they talked to a real life Top Gun instructor who said his problem with the movie was that when you're at Top Gun, you don't have all that time to go out drinking every night afterwards
Right.
and everything. He said it's not you don't have time to go play volleyball
Right.
or you don't have time to go drink and she lost that love and feeling.
Right.
You're up, you're flying 12, 15 hours a day and then you're in the bed.
Yeah.
Pretty
You're going
much.
to sleep.
He said the flying and all is accurate. The party atmosphere and all after you get out of the plane's not accurate at all. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Yeah, hi, Tom. Say the shell over here by Dairy Queen in Silver Springs, easy pay is $467.
$467 on the Easy Pay. Yeah, $444 seems to be the lowest I can find. So $467 is right in that range.
Yeah.
At least it's under $5. I guess that's probably good.
It won't be next week.
I don't know. I'm holding my breath. Thank God I don't have to do a lot of driving, but with the diesel fuel, that price is affecting everybody, groceries and you name it.
You know it, brother.
There's no way escaping this.
Thanks for the call, Hugh.
Okay, take care.
What kind of situation are we in where we're taking phone calls to hear that some of the cheapest gas is $4.60.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But yeah, so you're going to enjoy your afternoon because it's really, really a good movie. Now, some people have even said I've heard movie critics and people who have seen the movie said they think it's the better of the two movies.
Well, the original Top Gun is one of my favorite movies of all time, so I'll let you know after I see it what my opinion is.
It's the bar that she lost that love and feeling in.
Yeah.
That's the same bar they use in this movie.
Really?
Well, it's they're at Top Gun.
Yeah.
And the scene in Top Gun where Kelly McGillis, after the bar scene, walks into the to Top Gun the next day as the instructor, and everybody's like, "Oh God,
Yeah.
oh God."
Yeah.
That scene's in the movie, just not with Kelly McGillis.
Really?
You'll.
All right, don't tell me anymore.
I'm not going to tell you anymore.
Oh my God!
But you'll enjoy how they recreated that scene. So my point, the reason I'm telling you, is a lot of bleed over from the first movie is in the second movie, but not so much that it makes it cheesy.
Right.
But the relationship between Maverick and Goose is as important in the second movie as it was in the first movie.
Yeah. All right.
So just know that you already know. And somebody asked me, if you've never seen Top Gun, can you still go see Top Gun Maverick? I go, no, you cannot. Because there's so many innuendos that you will only get because you saw the first movie.
Right, yeah.
Like there's lines in the movie and all that you will only get when everybody's laughing. And if you're not sitting there laughing, it's because you didn't watch the original Top Gun.
I would say if you didn't watch the original Top Gun, go watch the original Top Gun.
but there's little callbacks and innuendos and all that immediately bring you back to the first movie, and they do it all throughout the second movie.
Well, I'm so excited. I can't wait.
It when you leave the movie theater, I promise you, when you leave the movie theater, your first thought will be, I got to see this again.
Yeah.
Because my first thought is, I was walking out of the movie, I go, I'll let the crowds die down, because I went the first day. But because I went to a 2:00 afternoon movie and the place was packed.
Yeah.
I said, I'll let the crowds die down, but I'm going to see it a second time.
Yeah.
I have a buddy of mine that saw it when it came out Thursday night, because some places released it Thursday night. And then him and his wife went on Saturday again. He went and saw it by himself, and then him and his wife went and saw it 2 days later.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go in the beginning, because I knew it was going to just be packed.
Yeah, but remember, in a packed theater where everybody knows the movie, the crowd is part of the excitement.
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
And there were people dressed in bomber jackets.
Really? Wow.
Oh, people dressed like,
That's awesome.
People dressed in T-shirts and green pants like they were going to play volleyball.
That's awesome. I love it.
It was good. It was good. There were some people that came in dress white, Navy whites and everything.
Yeah.
It was just it was just like when you go, I'd been to the Grease sing-along like 2 weeks before I went to Top Gun. And when you went to the Grease sing-along, the theater was packed, and there were people in T-bird jackets and pink ladies and everything, So it's the same. But at Top Gun, I didn't expect people to show up dressed like Maverick or Goose or something. They did.
Wow. That's awesome, though.
It was good. Great. It's really a good movie, and it's really the plot line is different but the same.
Yeah.
That's the amazing. The plot line is markedly different and eerily the same at the same time.
I'm just glad that I've heard that it lives up to the hype.
It does.
It
was 36 years in the making, and they did a good. The only correlation I can tell you about how good it is as a sequel is it's not, because Top Gun didn't win an Academy Award, so Top Gun Maverick's not going to win an Academy Award, but it is in the same vein of Godfather, and then Godfather 2 was really, really good too. Well, Top Gun was good, and Top Gun Maverick is really, really good, too.
Yeah.
Like Hangover was great. Hangover 2, terrible.
Yeah.
Caddyshack, great. Caddyshack 2,
horrible. Yeah.
Blazing Saddles, History of the World Part 1, good. Spaceballs, good. It's kind of like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Spaceballs was a sequel to History of the World Part 1. So it was supposed to be called History of the World Part 2. Jews in space, but the Jewish Defamation League got involved and everything. They changed the name.
Yeah.
So I thought it was ridiculous because a Jewish man made the movie. Let him name it whatever he wanted to name it. But
Yeah.
So.
Well.
But it's along those lines where it was a good movie. Even like Police Academy, good. The next 6, terrible.
Right. Yeah.
Rocky, good. Next 5, terrible.
Right.
Same deal.
Yeah.
Same deal. Hey, I want to thank everybody that listened, all my callers and all my sponsors. Without you, this show wouldn't be possible. For Natalie the intern, I'm Tom Schmitz. You're listening to Ocala Talks. Talk to you tomorrow, folks.
This is WOCA AM, W242 CAFM, Ocala, the source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pride.
The Center for Immigration Studies is reporting new data from the Census Bureau and the Bureau of Labor Statistics show that U.S. illegal immigration population in the United States has surged 10%, growing from 10.2 million to 11.6 million under the leadership of President Biden. 4 people were killed in Tulsa, Oklahoma Wednesday after a gunman who was later found dead opened fire at the Natalie Medical Building on the campus of St. Francis Hospital. Tulsa Police Deputy Chief Eric Douglas.
We have 4 civilians that are dead. We have 1 shooter that is dead. And right now, we believe that is self-inflicted.
After more than 2 decades as a Silicon Valley power player, Sheryl Sandberg, Chief Operating Officer at Meta, also known as Facebook, is stepping down. USA Radio News.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? The United States Mint has issued the Morgan Silver Dollar for the first time in 100 years. Not only that, but they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 175,000 legal tender silver dollars were issued. These Morgan Silver Dollars are brand new, bright and shiny legal tender coins minted by the iconic Philadelphia Mint.
Just call 1-800-888-7630 and you're guaranteed a new 99.9% pure silver Morgan dollar. The first time in history this has happened.